All right, Nate, Coach Brandon here. Couple things. We got to try to keep that back knee inside and not over the top of that foot as we load back. All right. I can show you some examples when you come in. I've got some good clips you can watch to see what I'm talking about. Number two, when that heel gets down, we got to really do a little bit better job with that back elbow. On your second swing, you do a good job of getting to this high inside pitch here. You're a little late. You get a little bit off the handle. You do a decent job getting extended. You're moving up in that. You've got a lot of upwards movement here. Okay, we got to work on that as well. On the second swing here, you do a better job at heel strike. That elbow, this is a much better position here. Let's try to make this consistent. If you can get consistent with that separation, things are going to be a lot easier for you. And then lastly, let's just try to get a bit more extension. Your extension, it's good, but it's for the most part it's low or level, and I want you to get extended up through the ball and keep that barrel through that hitting zone a lot longer. You do a good job. You get your barrel on plane with this pitch, very good. Again, but look what you're losing down here with that foot coming up, and that's gonna actually cause your head to move above this green line as you get through the ball, and up. Having any movement up is just as bad as having movement forward with your head during the swing. So there's a couple things we can do, but you gotta, maybe one thing to think about is maintaining this flexion in this front leg here longer, and that's gonna keep that head from moving up and your body coming out of those legs. But we'll check on it. Things look good for the most part. Your last swing here. This is more of a little bit of an outside pitch, and again, see, you kind of lose rotation here, and that happened. You don't get as much rotation as you should as that elbow starts to cheat. Keep that elbow behind you until that heel gets down. You're going to be able to rotate into this outside pitch instead of push your hands into it. It's a hard hit. One hopper to the second baseman. We can let that ball maybe. You don't really need to let it travel any longer. You're hitting it, in the right position for it being outside there. You got a lot of good flexion still. That lead arm is nice and tucked. You didn't rotate with as much force from this position to this position that you're capable of. And that's the hard part about hitting those outside pitches is it's hard to rotate as much as you would on an inside pitch. So that's why it's harder to hit the other way for power as you would pulling a ball. So we'll check on it. You got a few things we can tinker with, and we'll check in a couple weeks.